it's over.
I know. It's sad.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how I feel. It's Monday morning. I don't know if it's the Monday mornings that's making me depressed or, yeah. What do we do now?
I mean, we have Carabao Cup action tomorrow.
Oh, goody. Oh, wait, we're out.
I mean, we're not. Let's just specify. It's Aston Villa that are out, not all.
Yeah.
Of us on this podcast.
Yeah. And, yeah, I'm joking. And that's just safe to say the tournament has ended in the most boring fashion possible.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
World Cup finals are never that good, are they?
No.
Boring affairs. Nothing ever happens. And you're just left going.
One-sided.
Yeah. Why do they always end like this? The tournaments always peak.
Roll on the next one in 4 years' time.
Yeah. But not this time around. Oh my lord. Lord.
My God, did this game have fucking everything and then some. Jesus Christ. Inject this in my veins for the next 4 years.
Oh, literally, if you're FIFA right now, how can you look at this and go, this needs fixing?
Yeah, more teams. Feck off.
Like, how could you look at this and go, Joe, we've got to improve this somehow? People, they're not a fan. They don't like it.
Exactly. Just fucking leave it how it is. 32 teams has never been a problem since it expanded to 32 teams.
You could always say, like, it's been in his last press conference, he was getting that sense of, oh yeah, we done fucked up here. They've already talked about format changes, and they're going to find out come next time. Oh, there's more football, but it's like, oh, some of these teams are not good enough. They shouldn't be here.
You just like, then they'll be creating some, like in 10, 15 years' time, they'll end up creating like a mini World Cup for the smaller nations, like the Nations League of World Cups for the tiny nations.
They already announced that as well, their little Nations series. Then you revealed, I don't even want to start on that Club World Cup nonsense.
It's just getting fucking ridiculous now, Johnny. There is no need for more football. Literally, no one in the world is asking for it apart from your.
I mean, I like more football, but I'm never going to say no to more football. But it's the players that have to be thought of in that situation. But I don't want to talk about that. How are we talking about that when we've just seen the greatest football match ever take place?
Yeah, we got us a little sidetracked because. Yeah.
I blame you.
Whatever, I don't mind. The greatest 90, 120, 60
international final ever. Maybe I went too far with the greatest match ever, but that's very much up for debate with every single game to have ever took place in football. But this was just quality. It's the best World Cup final ever. That's not up for debate.
No, there's no question about that. That's 100% the best World Cup final that has ever been.
And with those that would bring up like 86 or whatever it was that was pretty similar. But no, sorry guys. Nope.
This just tops it.
Yeah.
I mean, how can Mbappe score a hat-trick and be on the losing side of a World Cup final? That does not happen.
Doesn't happen, no.
Like, do you know how insane the game has to be for a player to score a hat-trick in a World Cup final and still lose?
Yeah, you've got to be a special level of talent as well to do that. And yeah, well, we're talking so much about Mbappe during this as well. I feel like there's so much stuff that we have to get right in there.
I'll let you take the floor with this because
God knows what you've decided to let me do this.
Because for once I'm actually speechless.
We've just decided the easiest way to do this is go through the whole match in complete order.
Yeah.
Well, starting off, early chances from Argentina. It was safe to say they're just controlling everything. Just, I don't know if it almost seemed like France were doing their, you have all the ball, we'll happily sit back, let you do your thing. But at the same time, they're continuously giving it away. And nothing looked like it was clicking for France in an attacking sense for a long period of this match.
Yeah, for me, from minute 1 onwards, I was thinking, this is Argentina's final to lose here because they just look so strong and France were willing, like you say, to allow them to have the possession to do this, that, and the other. And you're like, you shouldn't be like, you're both really good and capable nations of winning the World Cup yourselves, but you shouldn't be allowing one team to have more of the chances and more of the possession to allow them to easily win a World Cup.
I was looking at it going, right, you've got to score one of these chances because for all we know, France are just waiting to the end to then go at you.
Which did happen, but we'll get to that in a bit.
It might have happened, but I'd very much denote that was the plan.
Yes.
Yeah, the early chances were actually both from Rodrigo de Paul, who I thought was a very solid player in this.
Yeah, he had a really good game.
Really good tournament.
He's better. Been like in a group or in a team that's got so many world-class players. I think him and Enzo Fernandez, two really standout players.
Yeah, and Enzo Fernandez didn't even start at the beginning of the tournament. He only properly came in towards the middle stages and then became a regular. But it was being a weird tournament. from the very start, we'll get to that. We'll probably discuss it more now. Carry on. Because 23rd minute, that's when it all starts. Angel Di Maria turning back the years in this match. He sends Dembele to Sainsbury's. Manages to get into the box, and Ousmane Dembele, he fouls him. Like, he just fouls him. Soft one or not, he fouls him.
Yeah, it was just a silly thing to do.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was getting sort of the same vibes of the Harry Kane one that wasn't given. But then we see it back, it's a soft touch, but then Bailey was destroyed. You can't be getting destroyed by Angel Di Maria at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, Di Maria, just remember that Champions League final, like, was it 2014 or 15, where he was like the player of the match? And he just absolutely destroyed it for Real Madrid. Was probably...
Was this the good final between Real Madrid or Let's Go, or the bad one?
Oh, God. I think it was the good one out of the two, I want to say.
The good one that didn't go to penalties.
Yeah, I'm sure it was that one that didn't go to pens.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I can't remember. Either I don't remember much of that one, or no, I definitely don't remember much of the other one. So,
yes.
And of course, who steps up for the penalty? The GOAT. We can now officially say it, I feel. That's no one's 100%. Listening to this podcast not knowing what the result is. Let's just get that out of the way. Messi.
So if you somehow don't know the result, then I'm wondering where have you been for the last 24 hours?
Why are you listening to us?
Or something? Well, yeah, just go back and watch the game.
Yeah, go and listen to some Peter Drury commentary.
Legendary.
Yeah, actually, that's a question to ask with your stream, BBC or ITV?
ITV.
Then again, it's a weird, stupid question to ask you. You don't have the commentary on, depending on whichever one it is.
Well, it all depends on like the co-commentators and that.
You heard Ali McCoist and went, yep. I can handle Sam Matterface if it means I get to hear Ali McCoist's dulcet tones.
Exactly.
Yeah, I went
you
BBC.
Can't have everything your own way.
I went BBC because I just prefer Guy Mowbray all day long.
Fair enough.
And I didn't think Genius was that bad, if I'm honest. I don't even think he's that bad. I don't know why everyone goes for Genius.
Oh, no. He's awful.
Do I miss it? Do I miss what is supposedly wrong with Genius? There's some moments I will see, but more than not, I go, sorry, what's he done wrong?
He's just dull and annoying. I don't know, there's just something very annoying about him.
But the BBC aren't blessed with good co-commentators, unfortunately. They don't let Alan Shearer in there enough.
Yes.
As I was saying, Messi steps up, he scores it, of course he does. Argentina take the lead, makes a bit of history in the process, because of course he does. The only player to score in every single round of the World Cup ever.
Talking about men's and women's, or just men? Yeah.
I believe it was set as a men's thing.
Right.
I mean, if there has been a women's one, fair play to them. Because it's a hard feat. It's a hard.
Maybe Carly Lloyd or Marta or Dabinia.
Yeah, they were pretty good. Could probably. It's something you'd have to look up really, but we're talking men's there with this. Obviously, it's a crazy feat.
Yeah, like considering how, let's say, bang average he was in the group stages.
I want to say he scored in every match as well.
Yeah, he scored in every game from the knockout stages. Every knockout stage game he scored.
Yeah, but there's a one group game when he didn't.
I feel like there
was a Poland one he didn't score.
I can't remember fully, but it doesn't matter. He scored the penalty. Let's continue on with the game because I feel like we're going to be talking forever.
Yeah, but we'll definitely be taking our time with this next one. The 35th minute arrives. What do we say about this that hasn't been said already? For me, this goal is the best team goal of the entire tournament. Better than the Brazil one in the last 16 against South Korea.
Yeah.
This is
what? You will not see a better team goal in football. That is just
I don't know. At the time, I was getting Brazil 1970 vibes.
Yeah, very much so. But I'm thinking more modern football. I don't think you'll see a better goal. It's just absolutely beautiful from the whole team.
This starts from the goalkeeper, right on the line, at the other end of the pitch. So many players you could shout out for this one. Messi, just again, defense splitting flick.
McAllister.
Yeah. Honestly, that guy was potentially man of the match. I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah. Brighton will be hoping that they don't get any bids for him come January or the summer.
See, it's an odd thing because obviously I'm also in the same boat with a certain player that I'm not going to say anything just yet because I'm waiting till later. But it's a sad thing you lose a player like that, but at the same time, you're going to make bank on him.
Mm.
Like if I'm Brighton, I'm looking at him, I'm thinking we're getting 80 million minimum.
Yeah, it's a bit of a catch-22 in that way. Like you don't want to lose one of your best players, but at the same time, you're like, well, if we do get, let's say, somewhere between 50 and 80 million, we can then reinvest it in like 2 or 3 different players.
Yeah.
And Brighton have a really weird good thing, before we carry on with the game, they have a really good thing about picking out South American players.
Yeah, their recruitment's great. They've got the Ecuador guy who looked decent as
Moses
well.
Caicedo.
Caicedo's linked with clubs as well. They're good at bank.
Yeah.
Carry on. The one thing, and I'm glad the BBC spotted this, but it was Lionel Scaloni on the touchline when that first pass was made. He's telling them all to come towards the sideline just to push the French players out wide. But fantastic.
Tactical genius. Absolute tactical genius in that
It's
moment.
also crazy that he's the youngest coach at the whole tournament as well.
How old is he?
I just want to say he's in his 40s. But
I'm not too sure.
Like, just tactically, they've just been spot on in this
44.
game. Particular. Yeah, 44. See, that's no age. And but we haven't even talked about the actual goal scorer. I've just realised.
Yeah, Di Maria.
Like,
what a finish as well.
Yeah,
what
great.
A finish.
Yeah, the whole move just exquisite. Complete champagne, Argentinian, South American flair. They just completely took advantage of France deciding to play a high line for a change.
Yeah. Which was very, very strange.
Odd from Didier Deschamps. And then he was about to make the oddest decision yet, or the necessary one, because on the 40th minute, this has to be discussed, the double substitution of Ousmane Dembele and Olivier Giroud getting hooked off for Marcus Thuram and Kolo Muani.
Yeah.
Had to be done.
Cojones, but the right decision.
It ended up being the greatest decision he could have made.
Yeah.
I looked at it, I thought, they're bailing. I completely understand. This man's getting ripped apart by Angel Di Maria. His career's finished.
Yeah.
This is all people going to remember now.
Oh, 100% it is.
Poor guy. You got to feel for him. Like 40 minutes to a World Cup final and you're getting hooked.
Yeah, there's nothing more embarrassing than that, is there?
Yeah. And the Giroud one, I looked at, I was going, really? Like,
it did catch me a bit by surprise, the Giroud one. But I think it's because Argentina pretty much worked out what France's tactics were when they were trying to get forward, and it was just lump it to Giroud. And they just weren't having any success with it. So I think it was just more of a let's change our mentality and our lineup a bit and see if we can catch Argentina off a bit.
Yeah. There's so I'd seen watching James Lawrence Alcott and his channel. Great channel. Check that out. He showcasing the average positions of players. Giroud's average position was the centre circle.
Jesus.
Like, he was not up there attacking one bit, and that just cost France a little bit in that first half. I'd like to have thought if they were how they were in the second half, I think they could have been a lot better.
Definitely the potential to have been a lot better.
But to be fair to Marcus Thuram and Conan Marnie, they did their bit, which we'll get onto. First half ends at that point, 2-0 to Argentina. No shots at all from France, just to cap it off. Yeah, can't see them going back in this.
No, at that point, you think, right, I know they don't do it like they do in the Champions League, but write the names in the history books, Argentina 2022 World Cup winners at that point.
The hands of Messi are already on it.
Yep.
His robe is already being prepared.
Oh, we'll get onto that as well in a bit.
Child size, because no offense, he's a very small man.
Is it what, 5?
I think he's 5'7". I saw 5'7".
Yeah.
I'm 5'5", so yeah.
Hey, you're a small kid then.
I was a small man.
Exactly.
I can't
say
little
man.
Second half, not a lot happens in the first 20 minutes. Nothing to talk about. Argentina have the odd chance again, but nothing really clear cut that you remember, if anything. France's frustration of setting Mbappe is non-existent. I forget he's on the pitch, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it does take a while to realise that he's actually there.
It's also funny going back to the average positions stuff. Every France player is pretty much in their own half. But then you've got Mbappe on the left, so far upfield, just on his own, completely isolated. It's it's crazy. The guy was not getting anything.
Yeah.
Argentina continuing to have little chances. As we said, Messi went close with one, but it was a pretty vital Adrian Rabiot block that stopped it.
Yeah.
And another shocking substitute takes place. Antoine Griezmann gets hooked as well.
Yep, at the 71st minute, along with Theo Hernandez for Eduardo Camavinga and Kingsley Coman.
Two players that have been very key for them. Very quiet in this game and didn't do much, so you could understand why they were taken off.
Yeah, again, it feels like at the time, it's like, wow, you're a bit surprised by it, but then you look back and you're like, that's actually the right decision from Deschamps again.
Yeah, and it was in that 70th minute. France finally had a shot. Oh, oui. It was Kylian Mbappe. It went over the bar. They're getting closer. They're getting into it all of a sudden. Argentina are sitting back. Surely they're not going to mess this up, Argentina. Well, not when you leave Otamendi 1v1 with someone like Kolo Muani, who gets past him, and Otamendi's just holding on to him the whole time. Muani goes down. France have a penalty.
You couldn't write it, but then
you look. I hate that phrase. You couldn't write it. You can. It happens to a lot now. You can write these things happening. But, God, Otamendi, you've done so well all tournament.
I mean, we might have been slating you for your age and everything.
I apologised. I apologised to you. And then he comes out with this.
Exactly.
What's he even done? He has one more moment like that.
Exactly. So the apology can get thrown out the window.
God, yeah. 80th minute, Mbappe scores the penalty. Emi Martinez got a fingertip on it. He got the right side. He just didn't stop it though. And Argentina go and fold over like a deck of cards.
And was it 90 seconds, 80 seconds?
97 seconds, I believe, was the number going around. So it all started, we have to say, Lionel Messi, he's got the ball. He's bodied by Kingsley Coman, of all people.
Yep.
And then the move from France. Yep, the move from France is after that is great. I don't know who it was that flicked it up then to Kylian Mbappe, but the powerful volley.
Marcus Thuram.
Marcus Thuram, that was it. I didn't know if it was Thuram or Moani again, but either way, the volley from Mbappe again. Martinez, he got a hand on it. But it was the pace was too much. This World Cup final has come to life, which is extraordinary. Or should I say, incroyable.
9 minutes left. We're now from 2-0. Just talking about Argentina having it all their way. The trophy's theirs. Mbappe says, no, my chance to get a second World Cup is not over. 2 goals in 97 seconds. The game is well and truly alive.
Just sacre bleu. Sacre bleu. What? Oh, I don't know. I actually, at the moment, it's a weird thing because I feel like a lot of people also felt gutted that they'd done it.
Yeah, like you wanted Argentina. I nearly said Barcelona. Then you wanted Argentina to win it in regular time.
Oh no. Oh yeah, everyone thought it's Messi's time. He's done it, and then here comes the next god, the guy we're going to be talking about in 10 years, having all these discussions. This for me was the moment Kylian Mbappe just sounded himself as like, I'm taking the torch now. It's mine.
Yeah, and it was one of them you're thinking, no, he's time. Messi's time. He's gonna lose.
You bastard!
Like there was all these emotions going through my head. Like he's not gonna win it now. We're gonna go to extra time, and France will win it, or we'll end up going to penalties, and then someone will do a silly penalty for Argentina, and then mess it up. But then I was like, but surely they can't. Like Messi can't allow this to happen. And then in the 108th minute, he scored again.
Oh, yeah, I was going to get to that, but there's a hell of a lot more that happened in between then that I wanted to add because we got into any time of the 90s. Both teams go and have late chances. France get a corner. It comes in. I don't know. I think it was Rabiot who had the shot. It's saved by Martinez, but he slightly spills it. And there's all these clangs of a back pass, but it's clearly like the knee, the upper knee, the thigh, the player, which before this tournament, I didn't know that was completely fine.
Yeah, it's classed as unintentional, isn't it?
I mean, it didn't look unintentional in the moment, though, did he?
Well, yeah. I mean, whether he did or didn't.
Yeah, it's fair. And then, not long after that, it was Lionel Messi. He gets the ball. He's dribbling with it. He's running quite a bit with it. And you're thinking, no fucking way. And then he takes a shot. But the save by Hugo Lloris. Oh, imagine if that went in.
Brilliant. Oh. I think the world would have just went mental.
That would have been the crowning moment. The best. I'd finish there and then.
Yeah.
I'd retire there and then on the pitch. I'm not going to have a better moment than that.
100% agree.
Yeah, full time comes. And for the first time ever, it's the first time I ever had this thought. Another 30 minutes? Yes, please.
Yeah, I was ready for it.
Oh, God, and what was fantastic as well, it wasn't a boring extra time either.
Far, far from it.
Although, before I get the goals, I have a part in my notes. I've just put Lautaro Martinez. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. How many chances did this guy have?
What felt like 6 million chances?
God, it was so harsh seeing all the Gonzalo Higuain comparisons afterwards, considering how Higuain reacted once at a press conference because he knew he was a bit of a joke to people.
Yeah.
Just sad.
It's sad, but at the same time, it's like
You
it's
should have
kind of true
scored.
because, yeah, because like we know you're capable of doing it. Let's allow Tara Martinez here. We know you're capable of doing it week in, week out at Inter Milan. You're a proven goal scorer, one of the best in Europe when on your day, but it just doesn't translate into national team. And I feel like that's been Argentina's problem for the last 15, 20 years is their strikers are phenomenal for their clubs, but just can't work as a team at international level, and hence why before these past couple of years they haven't had success apart from the Olympics in 2008.
Yeah, I get that. Understandable point. You look at like Tevez, Aguero, Higuain, also I think Dybala was a missed opportunity as well. But they may have a saviour. He didn't do much in this game, except Roddy's socks off. But Julian Alvarez is one to look at in the future.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we spoke a bit of him in our semi-final recap, how well he did in that semi-final. Again, ran his socks off yesterday, and like you said, only at 19 years old, got a lot of football left to go.
Man City's second choice striker.
Yeah.
For now.
Yes, until the robot gets injured.
Or he signs for Barcelona or Real Madrid.
But yeah.
But yeah, so the first two chances from Martinez came in the first period. That was pretty much it. Nothing else that happened other than then. The second period then comes. What a moment. Another fantastic move from Argentina. The ball ends up going through to Lautaro Martinez. His shot saved by Lloris. It rebounds to Lionel Messi, whose shot goes clearly over the line. We're talking Frank Lampard style. It's that far over. You can't deny it. Despite the block, despite the ball being blocked from hitting the net, 3-2 Argentina. What a move. Just the quick passing, man. It's Argentina's thing this whole tournament, and it's been a joy to watch.
So beautiful. And it's like one of the best things about this tournament is how quick their passing has been, and it's just been a joy to watch. It really has. And yeah, despite the best efforts of Deo Upamecano, he doesn't keep it off the line, and it goes in.
Yeah, and surely there can't be more drama in this.
You think 108th minute, that's it. Full time, blow the whistle, ref. There you go, Argentina. The trophy is now yours. Surely.
Oh no, hold my Sauvignon Blanc. Here I come. It's killing Mbappe yet again. France get a corner. It's punched clear. It falls to Mbappe on the edge of the box. And it's blocked by an Argentine. But it's with his elbow.
Gonzalo Montiel with his elbow, like you say. The ref has a phenomenal view of it. He points to the spot.
Although, did you not think there was a bit of confusion in the first place? Yeah, I saw him point to the spot, and then he points somewhere else. I'm going, sorry, has he just changed his mind and give it a free kick? He's done so well this whole game, but he's fucked it. Like nobody in the crowd did because there was just no reaction whatsoever. It was like, what's he done?
Yeah, that was the meme of visible confusion. Just came to.
It was so obvious it was a handball as well. That's what made him.
Oh yeah, 100%. It was so obvious. And then you're thinking, the dream, it can't be over.
Although before I get that, Montiel the sub as well. It was unfortunate because he's obviously out of desperation. I must block this ball at all costs. Put his arms out, and clear penalty. Yeah, shame he's not going to get a chance to redeem himself.
Or does he?
Who knows? Keep listening.
Anyway, Mbappe scores
chance at history. A chance at history, and he takes it. He scores the penalty. The second player to ever score a hat trick at a World Cup final. It's 3-3.
Once again, men's World Cup final.
Men's World Cup final, yes. But I liked the little dig from Ali McCoist a bit. I heard it afterwards.
I did. It's one of them where I zoned out because I was just so in the moment that I wasn't paying attention.
The first player to score a fair hat trick or something like that. the first time to score a hat trick with the ball was actually all over the line.
All over the line. That's an angry stuff for you.
You gotta laugh, then, yeah. But what a fucking game of football.
And we've had the 120 minutes. We're tied at 3-3. Oh yeah, let's go to penalties because we still have them to deal with, guys.
There is, but I'm not done yet. I'm not done because there was all these
yes.
chances that happened after the penalty. Just when you think it has to be done, France going to have a massive, massive chance. Mbappe puts in the cross of the tournament.
Oh,
Colomani,
spectacular.
I'm going to accept that that's French.
Messi. It's spectacular. Just
Whatever.
any sort of proper contact on that, and it goes in.
If he's an extra 2 foot, he just has to be 2 inches taller, and he heads it.
Oh. And we're going crazy. I think we also would have gone as crazy because 2 goals late on in stoppage time.
I would have been disappointed. I'd have been sat there in shock. I'd have like, no, they've not just done that.
It's shock, confusion, jubilation, sadness. Like your brain would just overload with all the emotions because you don't know what to comprehend if Kolo Muani gets onto that.
Yeah, and you're thinking, right, now we're done. It's just going to sail off. We're ready for penalties. Oh, no, of course not. Ball over the top. Otamendi, he's there for him. He should get it. He's reaching. But he's missed it. And Kolo Muani, he's through on goal. But then who steps up with the clutch save?
Emi Martinez with one of his biggest moments of his whole life.
No, don't go that far.
Name a bigger moment in his career so far.
I'm going to in 10 minutes time. Just my God, this keeper. He's sensational.
And then the fact that Argentina also get a chance right at the end, go down.
He didn't even get time to digest it because then Argentina go down the other end. They get a chance.
Montiel puts in a cross.
Martinez and his 50p head.
Just to become the saviour of Argentina, to become, I don't even know. I can't even think of any synonyms to describe what he would have become there.
Run out of adjectives. It's so wide. It was so wide. Oh God, my Lord, we've gone too far.
And now we go to penalties.
Yeah, Emi Martinez made the biggest save of his life in that moment, or at least we thought he did.
Yeah. So first penalty, France get it. Mbappe steps up, scores for the 4th time in the game, 3rd time from the penalty spot.
He's got a hat-trick of penalties.
Yeah. That is definitely a World Cup first.
Yeah. You can have that one, at least.
And all we understand is that's a World Cup first. Then
Emi Martinez got a hand on it, though.
Yeah. Messi steps up for Argentina. Cool as you like.
Jesus Christ.
Absolute cool.
Time slowed down in that moment, didn't it?
Yeah.
He went that slow. I was thinking, sorry, Lloris could still save that, surely. Oh, the ice in the veins.
Yeah. Kingsley Coman next. Emi Martinez.
My hero.
Emilia. Like, as much as I tried to hate him, I can't hate him anymore.
You can't. No, it's impossible. People will. And if he didn't play for my club, maybe I'd be in the same boat. It's that just normal thing, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, what a guy. He makes the biggest save of his career since about 15 minutes ago.
Yes.
Oh, this guy. I won't be done waxing lyrical on him until that. Oh, God. I love him. I would do things for that man.
Yeah.
Next
up, La Joya. Paulo Dybala. Yeah.
Brought on to do one job.
Just about does it. Just.
Good Lord, Lloris stands there. It's embarrassing.
I mean, what a different story it would have potentially have been if that was saved.
Yeah. Although, yeah, as again, the next one.
Mm-hmm. Aurélien Tchouameni.
This, dare I say, is the moment that Emiliano Martinez confirmed himself as a man. I would absolutely give whatever the hell he wants.
the biggest shithouse in football.
His shithouse where he went up to 100 in the fucking moment.
He broke
Throws the ball
game.
away. He's firmly in the head of Tchouaméni.
Yeah.
Like, this confirmed it in my mind. Any penalty shootout, I've given the choice of goalkeeper. Give me Emi Martinez all fucking day long.
Yeah, at this minute in time, there's not a better goalkeeper in a penalty shootout scenario, club or country.
I've known this for years. This isn't a new thing to me. I've known this since the Copa America. He was doing it all then. And we were all waxing lyrical. We just adored him.
Can we also talk about the fact that he didn't make it at Arsenal?
Like, it's his rise, and it all came afterwards. Arsene Wenger spotted him, took him at Arsenal, and then he got loaned out to Oxford, where he played. He then played at Sheffield Wednesday. He played at Reading. And then he was Arsenal's third choice for so long until they had injuries when he was forced to play. And he was incredible. And
then they let him go? For what?
Let him go because they obviously went... we're talking between 10... 12, it was 12 million, I think.
I can't even remember.
It's a fucking bargain. If you're
now looking back, it's an absolute steal.
It's genius. It's dare I say, the best recruitment Aston Villa have done since promotion to the Premier League.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I mean, I know there's a lot of signings since that time.
Especially in the modern day context of goalkeepers. How many errors they make. Martinez is prone to one. He can do it as well, but goalkeepers are like gold dust. If you've got a good one, my God, you
treasure them.
You treasure it, and even if the odd chance somebody came through, we're making bank. I'm telling you, I dare I say he's £100 million. He's worth too much to us. He's worth too much. I'm not here for Robin Olsen being the new number one when he leaves.
Somewhere between, I'd say, 55 and 90 million. I don't think I'd go any higher than 90.
I said that before the game, but with this performance, it's the best goal in the world performing right now.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go as high as 100 million just yet.
I'm looking at the fact that we were told Kepa Arrizabalaga was worth 70 million, and he hasn't even done a third of what Emi Martinez has done.
Yeah, but that's because Chelsea were robbed, and he's definitely not worth that much.
But let's be honest. I look at how Villa would do business, and I think if you're that desperate, you're going to cough up.
Yeah. Any team in need of a keeper now and wants to sign Emi Martinez, like you say, they're going to have to pay big bucks for him.
And I look at all the big clubs and I go, well, none of them really need it. Except maybe the only one I can look at is Bayern Munich, because of Neuer being injured now for the rest of the season in comical fashion.
I mean, the fact we haven't even spoken on that's just crazy. Anyway, let's get back to the game, because after Tchouaméni sends his penalty wide, Leo Paredes sets up.
I just realised we didn't even talk about Emi Martinez, the dance.
Alan Pardew-esque.
Oh, I love him. I love him. I don't care.
But this time it actually
wasn't even the most ridiculous thing he did.
Again, we can get onto that in a minute or two.
Oh, God.
So Tchouaméni misses the penalty. Leo Paredes steps up. He slightly slips in it as well.
Wondered if anyone else saw that as well. That could have been disastrous.
My heart was in my mouth and I was like, oh, no, but...
Yeah. Like, it was almost Enzo Fernandez flashbacks as well, because he missed the fourth one, didn't he? Or the third one?
Third one, I want to say.
Yeah, he'd missed in the last shootout they were in as well. It was like, oh, God, it's happened again.
Yes. And Lloris also goes the right way as well. So I was like, for God's sake, no. But fortunately, it goes in. Next up, Kolo Muani.
Yeah, he deserved to score.
Yeah.
His stock has gone up massively in this game.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd be amazed if there aren't clubs circling around him like vultures.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. How many people or teams had heard of him prior to this tournament?
No, I'd never.
I'd never heard of him before he scored the other day.
Exactly. He called and I was like, sorry, who's this?
Yeah. I I was like, is this a new player you've just randomly signed France?
Well, it's cool out nowhere. It just insane depth yet again from the French national team.
Yeah, it really is. But he puts his laces through it, scores it.
Yep. Great pen.
And then the man who gave away the penalty.
Accidentally.
What about 20, 30 minutes out?
Yeah. The unexpected redemption arc.
To win it for Argentina. To make history for Argentina. To win their third World Cup.
To become a quiz answer.
Yes. To make himself a legend, a hero, a national treasure in all of South America. Mainly Argentina, obviously.
Just Argentina. I don't think you're going to be seeing many other clubs celebrating this.
No. He steps up. The weight of the world on his shoulders.
All right. You're going to Peter Drury now with this.
Sorry. But my God, does he make up for it? Scores it. Lloris goes the wrong way. And the 25-year-old wins Argentina the World Cup. Messi has finally done it.
Campeones del Mundo.
The GOAT has completed it all.
The Last Dance is complete. The movie is going to be fantastic.
Incredible.
Had you heard that afterwards?
Yes.
Afterwards, he's had cameras following him.
Mm.
We're going to get a Ronaldo-style film.
But better.
Oh,
with more
God.
success at the end.
Yes.
Jubilation.
And brief.
Relief. Just unreal.
I don't think
real.
Like, it's going to take a lot to beat this final. It's the best one ever. We'll keep saying this forever. I don't think there's any beating it.
What could beat it?
Like, we're a red card away, I think, probably. Just having everything.
Yeah. I don't even know what could top that.
Yeah, like we talked about a lot. How do we finally summarise this?
A phenomenal final.
Starring two of the best players we're ever going to see.
Yeah.
Like Lionel Messi's the GOAT. Debating as long as time. This is it with every football debate now. Even when we think we've ended it, we go and find a different area in the question to debate. It's not Messi versus Ronaldo. It's Messi versus Pele, Messi versus Maradona. Like, you didn't bring these two up before. But
Messi versus Mbappe now in the next couple of years with how
Mbappe's
meteoric rise.
We're going to be here 2034 Saudi Arabia World Cup, and we're going to be talking, is Mbappe the greatest player I've ever done this?
And then Jude Bellingham wins it for England.
Here comes Haaland because the Norwegians are good all of a sudden.
I mean, he could score fucking 600 goals.
Yeah. It's going to be mad. The only thing that is certain is Cristiano Ronaldo is nowhere near it.
Cry your eyes, mate.
I want just to finally summarise, because we went through a lot. Final word on France. They are going to be back. They're going to be in another final. Their depth's too strong.
Can we just talk? I know we spoke about it a tiny bit, but the players that they were missing, and the fact that you can add some of them back into 2026, it's mind-blowing.
They still have them as favourites in 4 years' time.
Yeah,
teams don't get to 3 in a row, so that's their next feat. I think they got to do.
Yeah, it is. But I don't write them off.
No, but I just think they're strong. But the big question, the question for France is who's going to lead them?
I mean, Deschamps said he will have talks with the French presidents and FA in January, I think he said.
So I
After the
recalled
game.
them saying that he was done anyway because his contract was up.
I think it's going to be like, do we keep him at least for the next Euros, and do we have faith in him? I know his contract may be up now, but like, do we want him to return, or do we go, thanks for delivering us our first World Cup in 20 years, but
Like,
we're going to move to new pastures?
It's I guess I don't think it would matter too much either way.
I mean, obviously, we all know
who's going to replace him.
Who would it be?
I think it's obvious who's going. Like,
yeah,
in that case. But
yeah, I mean, there isn't any.
Who knows?
There's nothing in the world more obvious than who would replace him.
Yeah, unless they somehow go in a different direction, which you never know with football. I want, because we've been talking about this for 45 minutes, so
it doesn't feel like it.
Oh, it does, but it deserved it. It absolutely deserved it. But now I have a list of other things that absolutely need to be talked about.
Okay, let's go for it then.
Yeah, number one, was that the longest trophy presentation in history?
Yes.
That genuinely went on longer than this podcast has so far.
It felt longer than the bloody match at times.
Oh God, it was ridiculous. Like, so long. Did it need?
Talk about milking it.
Oh yeah. Didn't help that the stage was the biggest ever, I feel.
Yeah.
And
I felt like everyone in the stadium could have got onto that bloody stage. It was that big.
Well, it was already full of enough rich arseholes. So
yes.
But there was moments in it. Anything you want to discuss? Should we go for the awards? Go for the individual awards. I don't disagree. Any of them, to be honest.
But no, best young player, Enzo Fernandez. Top goal
that was probably the only one I could debate. Maybe Julian Alvarez. Just done more.
No,
it's a tough one in it between him and Fernandez, isn't it?
Yeah, but for me, I think Fernandez just nipped it in my eyes.
Understandable. And the rest was just, Martinez deserved it because they won. I feel like Lloris would have won it if France had won.
Yeah, 100%. Like we said in the semi-final stuff the other day, one of them four keepers were going to win it, and it was basically whoever got to the final and whoever was on the winning side was always going to win that in that case.
Yeah, and then I was going to go into the golden ball, but then I just remembered something that came to mind of the BBC coverage of the trophy presentation for the Young Player Award. They had the guys in the studio talking about what it was happening, and they were deciding, who's going to win this Young Player Award? They're like, the rest of them are like, I don't know. But then Gary Lineker pops up and he says, Jude Bellingham. I was like, what? No. Bellingham. He's been good, but there's no chance it's going to be Bellingham.
God no.
No,
absolutely. God no.
Yeah, then they went for the Golden Ball Award, and Kylian Mbappe couldn't have looked like he wanted to be anywhere else.
Yeah. And can we also talk about the fact that he had to fucking do that bollocks with fucking Emmanuel Macron?
I was going to hold up on that.
Okay.
Hold up on that. Hold up on him. I'm not done with him. But then, player of the tournament, it was always going to be Messi in that moment.
I mean, again, pretty nailed on that he was always going to win that.
Small part of me would like to think Mbappe would have won that as well if France had won.
Yeah, I think it's...
Although then again, they may have tried to find the consolation prize for Lionel, like the last World Cup final.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them where you try and give Messi as much as possible. Cause
I don't like that trophy either. That's the golden ball one, isn't it?
Yes.
I don't like that trophy.
No. It's
just a bit odd for a player of the tournament.
Yes. Oh, breaking news just coming through. Karim Benzema has announced his retirement from international football.
Oh.
It just came through as of 19 seconds ago from Fabrizio Romano.
Very interesting.
At the age...
Wow. See, there's always a plus point doing a live podcast.
Yep. On his 35th birthday, Karim Benzema has retired from international football.
Wow. Yeah. I guess sort of understandable.
Yeah. I mean, 35 years of age, won a World Cup, won a Ballon d'Or. It's going to be 38, 39. Well, 38 by the time the next World Cup comes around.
He's been through a lot with the France national side as well. That's a bit of a shame, actually.
Is just...
Yeah, it's a shame that he didn't get the World Cup, I guess.
Yeah, and a shame that he wasn't able to play at this one, considering the year he's had.
I feel like if they have a Benzema, they win this tournament with ease.
Yeah,
moving on.
Back to the points.
Next point I had. Let's all laugh at French President Emmanuel Macron.
Oh, you fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. God.
Oh, if you're going to celebrate like that, at least take the pain that comes with it afterwards if you lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that wasn't even the funniest moment that I got from it. Kylian Mbappe could not look like he hated him anymore. Every time Macron's trying to speak to him, Mbappe's like, just fuck off, mate. I don't want you near me.
Like, I've just lost the biggest game. Like, just why? Just why? Why?
About all the thoughts, if England had got to the final, would this have been Rishi Sunak instead?
Oh, God.
It would have been even more laughable, because this is a man who is a part of a government who once told these footballers stop getting involved in politics.
Yeah. And he's a Southampton fan as well, so he's not used to finals.
James Ward-Prowse isn't there, so...
Exactly.
But, just, like, Macron, man, just go away. This
off.
Isn't your moment.
Just fuck off back to France.
Yeah, the Argentinian president didn't go.
Don't fucking blame him. A, it's a massive long trip.
I think it was something like he came out and he said, I didn't want to be the bad luck charm.
Well, rightly so.
It worked out. What a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just unbelievable. I enjoyed him shaking the hands of all the Argentinian players that were Messi. Messi.
You are now banned from entering Paris.
Hey, listen, most of those French players would have been banned in entering Paris if he had his way.
Oh, yes.
Next up in my list. God, I love the taste of Piers Morgan's tears. Ejected in me. Right, but this guy had an agenda during this game.
He's just a fat, useless, talented wanker.
Yeah. That's all I want to say. I don't even want to talk about it. I just wanted it written down to get it out there. But next up I had, what didn't I think of Sergio Aguero doing a John Terry on my outrageous predictions?
I mean, because I don't think anyone had that in any sort of predictions, but...
Oh my God.
Just why?
I know you hate it, but I was like, yeah, go on, Sergio.
No. Fuck off. You didn't play.
It's different because Sergio Aguero is actually lovable.
No.
There is a much nicer
world. No.
Although if you'd seen the full photos, he didn't go full shin pads and everything. It was just a top.
Which is worse.
He was made to retire in unfortunate circumstances. You've got to let him have the moment.
No.
No, I don't care if he nearly had a heart attack.
If he'd played part of the tournament and got injured, maybe so. He didn't play a fucking part. He's been retired for a fucking 4 years.
He's been keeping the squad together for his Twitch channel.
Just fuck off. Stay on the sideline, you daft bastard. Celebrating the changing rooms or in the streets of Buenos Aires afterwards, fine. Don't come onto the pitch wearing a fucking top like you played a part in any of the games, you fucking toss parts.
I love that this is the thing that's angered you the most.
No, it isn't, because we'll get onto this thing that angered me the most in a second.
Well, no, actually, we could have added that with the trophy presentation, so we'll go to it now. If you're the rest of the Argentina players, you're wondering, where was my golden robe?
Again, fuck off.
I thought that at first, but then I thought it's a cultural thing. Just let them do it.
No, It's just a thing of making Messi look like he's the fucking god of fucking Qatar.
If you'd read the thing,
off.
I forgot what the robe they call it culturally, but it's to do with like royalty. You're a god or something.
But he's not.
But he is. He's the goat. He's the goat.
A goat is not a god. A goat is a goat.
Yeah.
It's an
It's
animal.
a cultural thing that I don't fully understand. Let them do what
It's
they want.
stupid.
Fair dues.
It looked like a fucking bloody sexy lingerie dressing gown that you get in fucking.
I did wonder why Ann Summers was
Summers.
trending after the game.
It did look like something. It just fuck. Like he seemed so uncomfortable when he was getting it on.
The vibe I got was him just thinking, yeah, could I just take the trophy and just celebrate now?
Just fuck off. Piss off with your bullshit culturally or what? Just fucking let the man have the fucking trophy. It's something he's waited his whole fucking life on. You're making him wait another fucking.
This man has waited 20 years at this moment. And
you make him wait an extra minute or so to put on a fucking dressing gown. Fuck off.
Like, we got that moment, but I'm glad that we had the moment before it where he's just there holding it and kissing it.
Yes.
Like, at least we had that. That's the iconic picture.
Yes.
Although actually, I feel like the iconic picture's him on Sergio Aguero's shoulders amongst that massive crowd. I know, again, you hate that because you hate all things of joy.
That one I can actually stand because it has now created an iconic photo, and it's a great photo.
Yeah, but speaking of amazing looks, my other penultimate point, Roy Keane's facial hair.
Yeah, that was
lovely.
questionable.
Questionable. I'm gonna admit here, I put the emoji with the heart eyes next to it because I thought it looked great.
I mean, I saw a great one was
it was Graham Souness in the 80s. That's what
some said he looked like a young Billy Connolly without
oh my God,
like, the curls. And I was like, oh my God. Yes. And then someone photoshopped like a young Billy Connolly's hair onto him. And I was like, fuck me, he actually does look like a young Billy Connolly. I was gobsmacked with how much he looked like him. I was like, that can't be Roy Keane. But it's safe to say he enjoyed his time in Qatar with that facial hair.
Yeah, we somehow didn't mention the match involving ITV Media, and I don't know if it involved BBC Media as well. I know Micah Richardson's involved. It was that match.
Yeah, I think it was.
And you got Roy Keane whips the shirt off
and jumps over a fucking thing.
Yeah, he unearthed himself. He let himself go in this tournament, and good for him.
And can we also talk about Micah Richards' shirt the other day when he had the captain's on? Fucking hell, Micah, that's an awful shirt. Burn it. Don't let it come back to
I didn't think anything was wrong with it. I thought it was quite nice.
Oh, God, no. It's horrible.
But my final point, and it is to do with the BBC. Because knighthoods to whoever decided to use Frankie Goes to Hollywood, The Power of Love, as the song for the end montage. But hey, you watched ITV, so you missed out on this.
I know, I'm just trying to think of the song in my head while I was going through it. That's why.
I'm not singing it. So you want me to do? Oh,
definitely.
Beautiful.
I don't want you to do.
Perfect song choice. Was this the best World Cup ever? We asked the same question before the final. I think this has just beat Russia now. The final was better than the Russia one.
I mean, the final was better, but I think overall...
I think we ignore the 0-0s that were coming at the start, and then you get the end of the group stage. It was just endless moments from there. Like, amazing. I think it just got it. From a footballing standpoint, it's the best World Cup ever. I think just. Maybe recency bias is obviously having a hand in that.
Yeah, I did like South Africa 2010. That was a really good World Cup.
That was a moment's thing for me, that one. The football itself, that was pretty crap for the majority.
That's because the fucking Jabulani was just crazy as hell. And only Diego Forlan somehow mastered that football. That was weird. But
it's a debate to have in the future. Because we've been talking for an hour now, and we still have one last section to get to.
All right,
The section we've been waiting for since the start of this goddamn tournament.
Yes, let's have a look back at our
Right, the way this is
predictions
gonna
for.
work, we're going to say it now, but you will send it me via image
I can send it to
at
you
the
now.
end. Like, you can send it now, but I'm not going to look at it.
Yeah,
Which I'll send mine as well, just to.
I can finally delete it.
Oh no, it's been
I've
there.
had this on my phone.
It's been there, and I've just crying
Sorry.
every time I've looked at it.
Yep, so have I. So have I. Right, I haven't looked at it, so I'm back on the image of it.
Okay, so should we go backwards because we did the three outrageous predictions at the start, and well, I know what we'll do. We'll do that one first because that one we already made public, and then we'll go down. Three outrageous predictions. I had said there was going to be an African team in the quarterfinals.
Yep,
I got it. I didn't have them in the semis, but I got them. Yeah. The second one I had Portugal weren't going to make it out of the group. Whoops. Yep, they were good. For the most part, they were pretty good. And yeah, terrible last one. France don't go past the last 16. But there was a reason why I said that, and I laid it out. It's because I thought Argentina and France was going to happen in the last 16. And your ones, remind me. I don't think you got any.
The group. No, my whole predictions are one or two I can say were good, but these three outrageous ones were awful. No England passed the group stages.
That was your Gareth Southgate hate coming out in
and
that.
I still hate him. The fact that he's staying on is kind of understandable, but I hate it. France don't go past the quarterfinals. Could have happened.
Nearly happened.
Yeah. Wrong though, but I'll take it. And the other one was Spain finishing bottom of their group. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Jesus.
I mean, I knew one of Spain or Germany would have a shit tournament. Turned out it was the Germans.
Yeah, it was the German. Yep. Let's get to the winners because for what we've been sneakily pointing towards. Did we both go Argentina?
Yep, we did.
Yeah.
Finally.
I said this from the Copa America win till now. It was Argentina's to lose.
Yeah.
Boy, did it look ropey. It looked ropey. Well, yep,
actually losing to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. They peaked at the best moment.
Exactly. Oh, God.
Perfect. Now to the final. So,
again,
we both had Argentina, obviously.
Yeah. Now, based on, I was doing it because I couldn't remember who could possibly face who. I had Brazil as my other final, and I was like, can that even be a final?
You did the thing I explicitly knew not to do, because I was going to do the same thing, hoping that it would be that, but then I saw that it probably weren't going to be possible.
Yeah, it would. I don't think it could have actually been possible. So I think it would have been at most a semi-final rather.
It would have been the semi, going based how it went. But my one actually could have happened.
Go on. What was your?
But it absolutely was never going to happen with the way they played. I went for Argentina against Spain.
Oh, God. Yeah. I'm glad that didn't happen.
Fucking Spain, man. They just ruined it.
Yes.
Now to the dark horses.
I feel like
you want to go first, because, yeah.
I feel like mine's not actually that bad. I went with the Netherlands.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Quarterfinals.
Yeah, quarterfinals.
Penalties.
I feel like many people. I feel like a lot of people writ them off pre-tournament. Like not a lot of people were talking about them.
I mean, you were Cody Gakpo FC, but
yeah, 100% they were Cody Gakpo FC until that quarterfinal when it was Vertical-Forced FC.
But yeah, God, do I have to?
Go on, who's your dark horses?
I don't want to.
Come on.
It's Denmark.
Oh, God.
It's Denmark. I went with Denmark on the dark horses.
Oh, Jesus.
Bottom of Group D.
They were that
the worst performing team of the whole tournament.
No, there was Qatar also.
Other than them, like the worst of the ones you weren't expecting to do crap.
Germany?
There's also that, but Germany, I don't know, man. Denmark, man.
Yeah, Denmark was shit.
Denmark, I know I'm not the only one that would have done it, because Denmark, this tournament's Turkey. Remember at the Euros, everyone was saying Turkey, you've got to watch them, there's something about them.
And they just turned out to be a bunch of frauds.
They were just the worst. It's awful.
Yeah.
Oh. I'd like to think my surprise package gets better, but it doesn't.
Yeah, mine doesn't either.
Go on.
Mine was Senegal.
Oh, actually, no. Do you know what? You were close. I don't think that's as bad.
I mean,
I think you should be fine with that, actually.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we did this when Mane was actually fit.
Yes,
we released our predictions podcast literally hours before Mane was confirmed to be injured.
Yes.
So yeah, that actually went against you. Then you probably would have changed that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would have definitely gone with someone else.
Morocco.
Don't know whether necessarily Morocco, but I think I would have chosen someone else.
I'm sorry, if anyone went Morocco, if your name's not Samuel Eto'o.
Yeah, let's be honest. Other than him, no one else predicted Morocco to have a good World Cup.
Yeah, but mine, again, I was fooled by everybody else. Hoodwinked. I went with Serbia.
Serbia?
Like, come on, look how good they were in qualifying. And I looked at their front line. Mitrovic, when you look at this tournament, when they were given the chance to attack, they were actually decent. They just couldn't defend for their lives.
Exactly.
That's the only reason they weren't a surprise package.
Oh, God.
But we're saying Morocco definitely were the surprise package of this tournament.
Yes.
I know people were trying to say it's Croatia because they got third. It's like, no, it's Morocco.
Yeah, literally, like, guys, do you not remember what happened at the World Cup 4 years ago? They were in the final. Yeah. Like, it's not a surprise that they finished third this time around.
I mean, it's still surprising they get to a semi-final, considering everyone involved and the fact that they beat Brazil.
Yes, but it's still definitely Morocco is the surprise package.
I've just remembered this gets even worse for me. Well, actually, both of us.
Top goal scorer.
Golden Boot. We
spoke
about
him.
Did you go? We went with the same guy, didn't we?
We both went with Lautaro, didn't we? Oh no!
No.
Lautaro. Did we curse him?
Why didn't we just go with Messi? Well, we idiots. We looked at this and thought, Messi's not going to be a goal scorer this tournament. He's going to be assisting Martinez.
How wrong we were.
Yeah, we cursed him. We did. Sorry, Lautaro.
I mean, I'm not, because you still won a World Cup. Let's be honest.
Like, if we don't predict him to win the Golden Boot, he scores that header.
Did he? How many goals did he score? Did he score I don't think
he scored. And did he even score in that Saudi Arabia game? No, he did. I swear he didn't even score.
Did he not score?
I don't think he even scored a goal.
Really?
If he did, it was either against Poland or he just didn't at all.
Oh no, he had 6 million disallowed in the Saudi Arabia game.
He had so many disallowed in that one.
He didn't score against Mexico. Didn't score against Poland.
No, he wouldn't have scored then. Because he got dropped after that. It was all Alvarez. It was all Alvarez after that, wasn't it?
He scored the winning penalty against the
that doesn't
Netherlands.
Count.
That's why.
Oh,
no, I was like, I'm sure he scored in the fucking tournament, but yeah, it was that one against the Netherlands in the quarters on penalties. Was his only goal.
Literally his best moment. But
obviously, didn't even take one.
Let ourselves down there. It was Mbappe. He obviously won it in the end.
Yep. I mean, at 23 years old,
he's going to be. It was 8 goals he ended on this tournament, wasn't
it? Yeah.
And I want to say he scored 5 in the last one.
Yeah,
so he's already on 13. He's like 3 already off of the most for any player in a World Cup. like he's gonna get that record in 2026.
Yeah, he really will.
It's all right. Like, it just adds to Mbappe, and we're gonna be having that GOAT conversation with him because he's gonna have all the records at that point.
Yeah, I mean, how long will it take for him to become the all-time France goal scorer?
I predict. I think now I've said this in a podcast, but I think if it,
I'm sure you said the
Giroud's
next World
done.
Cup.
I think earlier now. I think the Euros. Like Giroud's done. I think if Benzema's finished internationally, I think Giroud might be considering it as well.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, to be fair.
So yeah, I've had 2024. Organise a few friendlies with San Marino, and then he'll get there.
Yeah. I mean, what a tournament.
Yeah, incredible.
And fortunately for us, we have the women's one coming up in July.
Yeah, I'm all for it again. Not the time zones, unfortunately, though. But
unless we're over there.
That would be nice, but yeah.
We can all dream. But that doesn't mean it's the end of the podcast because the World Cup's finishing. We will be back with our regulars.
We're taking a break for this. I don't really want to do another one until the new year. I need a break.
And we're going to be busy with other stuff as well. But we will have a recap of all the Boxing Day fixtures and New Year festivities when it happens. And we'll also get to look at the January transfer window and what happens there.
It's going to be a busy one. I feel like there's a lot of players that have sounded themselves out in this tournament.
Yes.
Cody Gakpo.
We can't fumble the bag on that one, surely.
He's going. Either way, they've confirmed it. So,
well, yeah. I mean, they said they're helpless to stop a move.
They can't. They can't. It's just getting the price right.
Yes. But yeah, we will have plenty more football talk to come. Don't worry, in 2023. Yeah. But in the meantime,
if you've got to the end of this podcast, well done to you.
Exactly. Until then, make sure you like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts from, and make sure you give us a 5-star rating as well, and that you're following us on Twitter at OffTCPod. We'll be more active in 2023 with all the stuff we have coming up then. And until then, it is goodbye from me.
You didn't even I didn't know what you were doing then.
I was literally just ending it.
Oh.